Angi's camp is a small shack located in the mountains south of Falkreath. The easiest route to get there starts at the bandit camp Pinewatch, which is halfway between Falkreath and Helgen. There's a main path that connects the two cities. On the side of the path nearest to Helgen, there's a small pile of rocks that marks the start of the trail up the mountain. Follow this path past the stream until the trail starts to turn snowy. You'll continue to wind around the mountain several times until you hit a T intersection. Go to the right here and you'll hit another fork. And at this fork you want to make a left. And then you're going to hit one more fork, and here you can either go to the left or the right, and it will lead you to her house. Speak with Angi about the targets, and she's going to offer to train you to shoot. She mentions that there is a bow in the front of her cabin if you need one.
Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin.
Now follow her down to the targets to begin practicing.
Okay, let's see what you can do. Remember to stay within the boundaries and only use the practice arrows. I have some if you don't have any.
Angi will only give you 10 practice arrows at a time, but you're going to need more than 10 for all of the tests. If you want to save time, you can get all of your arrows first. Simply drop your arrows on the ground, ask her for more. Do this over and over again until you have as many as you think you'll need.
Here you go.
The first test requires you to hit the 3 closest targets. Now you can take as many shots as you need, so this is good practice to learn how to line up your shots. For the middle target, you'll want to aim at the post. Pay attention to the tip of your arrow. It should be a quarter of the way down from the target. Now for the left target, you'll aim a bit closer to the ground, halfway between the target and the snow. The arrow tip should be directly in the center of the post. For the right target, you can guess that you're going to be aiming 3/4 of the way down from the target, or 1/4 of the way up from the snow. If you have the archery perks for slow speed and increased zoom, this is going to vary slightly. Each time you hit a target in the first round, you will gain 1 free skill up in archery. 3 targets means 3 free skill ups. Speak with her again to begin the second challenge.
If you can learn to keep your composure and trust
this time you'll have to hit all 3 targets in 8 seconds. Your aiming is the same, you just have to line up your shot quickly. You Call of Duty quickscopers should have no problem with this, but if you're struggling, you may want to increase your sensitivity a little bit for faster aiming.
1, 2, 3. Go! Be careful. You did it! All 3 targets in 8 seconds. Nice job. Let me know if you want to practice some
Though
more.
this challenge was harder, you only get 1 free skill up for completing the second test. Speak with Angi again to start the third one.
Okay, your turn.
This time you want to hit the target all the way in the back. It's hard to see, barely visible without the zooming perk. If you want to get a closer look, go ahead and run out there just to give yourself an idea where it's at. This time you want to aim lower. The tip of your arrow should be slightly down from the base of the target post. You should be able to see a small amount of snow in between your arrowhead and the target. You have as much time as you need to line up this shot, so go ahead and make sure you have it right before firing. Hitting the target grants you another archery skill up for a total of 5 points so far. Speak with Angi again, and you'll begin the final test.
I'm warning you now. This challenge will be quite difficult. When I tell you to, try and hit all 4 targets in 10 seconds.
This time you have to hit all 4 targets within 10 seconds. This one can prove to be a challenge. I certainly didn't pull it off my first try, but I'm sure some of the people in the comments will say they did, blindfolded, using only their toes. I found it easiest to start with the far target first, since that one is the most annoying to line up correctly. From there, I decided to go left to right. I felt that the motion of drawing the next arrow made it easier to find the targets this way. Right to left may work better for you. I would not suggest doing the middle first and then going to the sides after, because it takes longer to move from one side of the screen to the other instead of doing small increments, and that can cost you a lot of valuable time.
1, 2, 3. Go! Be careful. You did it. All 4 targets in 10 seconds. Nice job.
The reward for completing the final challenge is 1 more skill point for a total of 6. There is also the option to kill her now, but if you remain friendly, she's going to give you the unique item Angi's bow.
Very funny. It was my pleasure. It's not often I get visitors out here, let alone friendly ones. Thanks for sticking around and keeping me company. It was nice to finally meet someone out here who doesn't want to rob you or take off your head. I know it isn't much, but here, take this bow.
After getting the bow, you're free to kill her, as she has nothing else to offer. She is thrallable at 81 and makes a decent archer thrall. Even if you don't want to use her, she has a long-lasting corpse, so you can add her to the body collection. Another corpse for the pile! Before you leave, the treasure map number 5 is inside her end table. Also, the golden ribbon book above that is an archery skill book, so that puts your total points gained here at 7. That does it for this video. Take the time to check this out at some point in your playthrough, even if you don't need the skill points. It's a unique little script hidden out of sight, and the archery tests are actually a challenge. You can't say that about very many things in Skyrim.
Your end draws near. Think you can take me? Skyrim belongs to the Nords. By Ismir, you'll pay for that! Yeah! Your end draws near.
Did you see a dog out there?